Hey guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lou. Coming to you live from Accelerate Life University, XLR8Life.com. Coach Lou will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the motivation, the energy, the life, and all the success you really want and deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lou.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Breakthrough with Lou. Good morning. It is Monday morning. We're in spring, baby, and we're going to talk about stopping the BS today. Stop your bad BS. And you're going, oh God, where are we going with this today, Coach? This sounds pretty serious. What do you mean? What's the BS? Is it all the politics and the fighting? Is it all the excuses? What is the BS? What do you think? Starting out here, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think? Put in the chats. What do you think BS stands for? What do you think that this big BS we're going to talk about today? Do you think it's bull crap? Do you think it's argumentation? Do you think it's anything that's out of your control? BS is your belief systems. And you're like, oh boy, what's this supposed to mean? I thought it was bullshit. Well, it's not. It can be. It can be. You can have a BS. But your belief system is what we're talking about this morning. What is it that stops you? Because it is BS. It's just a bad belief system. Well, I believe because, I was born a certain color or a certain last name or a certain nationality that I can't succeed. And that goes in all directions because everybody's got an argument for that one at some point. And you're going, oh, touchy ground here, Coach. Yeah, touchy ground, because truth is, I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your last name is. I don't care how you call the name of God. I mean, I know how I call God and stuff, but that's your freedom in this beautiful, amazing country we live in called the United States of America. I am not going to judge you by those things. I'm going to judge you by actions, the way you treat people, the morals that you have, the actual morals, your behavior in private when you think nobody's looking. That's how I'm going to perceive you, not by how light, dark, or orange, or green, or yellow, or purple you are. Okay, let's get into that. Those are some belief systems that, can be harmful to people on all directions. And, we're far beyond that in today's world. But what I want to talk about today is those belief systems, especially those global, what we call global beliefs that, well, I'm not that kind of person, or I have an accent, so I can't be a public speaker, or why would anybody listen to me because I'm only 18, or why would anybody listen to me because I'm 80? These are the things that those global belief systems of how it works or how it's supposed to be. Or, in our family, we've never had anyone go to college. Well, then break the pattern. That's a bad belief system. Well, if nobody ever did, how should I believe I'm supposed to be able to? Well, ask Martin Luther King how he made a difference. Ask Tony Robbins how he made a difference. He was a kid living in his car for a while, and had a hunger to do something. They're no different than you. There's no difference between you and a Tony Robbins or anybody else, except for your belief systems, your beliefs of whether you can or you can't. Henry Ford said it so eloquently, and I might be paraphrasing slightly. If you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you are right. I mean, think about it. If you were going to learn to swim and you go, I'll never be able to do that, there's a good chance you're not going to learn how to swim. If you go, I can learn that. If Joe over there can do it, I can do it. then your chances are going to be a whole lot better that you're going to learn to swim. Okay. And you might be scared and it might be spooky and you might go, well, I don't know, I could drown. Okay, you could. Chances are, if you're in swimming lessons and there's a lifeguard there, you're not going to drown. You may feel like it for a moment here and there, but you're not going to drown. And I see this all the time. You know, it's a prime example. Ask a child, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a fireman. I want to be a movie star, an actress. I want to be this. I want to be a surgeon. I want to be the president. Ask again around 18. I guess I should get a good job with benefits. Mom and dad said, I'm not going to be president, but I can be an engineer like dad, or I can be a salesman at the car lot like dad. I can be, a secretary like mom, or maybe mom's a dignitary, world traveler, and you can be like mom there too. But, that's not the way to base what you're going to be, do, feel, experience is because your mom or dad or grandma did it or grandpa did it. 10 generations of military, 10 generations of law enforcement, 10 generations of being on welfare. What's the difference? Well, I don't recommend 10 generations of welfare, but there's people that do it, and that's how they grow up. Well, my mom and dad were on welfare, so I'm going to do the same thing. Or you have the situation, dad was a cop, I'm going to be a cop. That's very noble if you want to really be a cop or a surgeon or whatever it is. But if you really don't, that's a bad belief system. Okay? Believing you can is going to get you a whole lot further. Is it a guarantee? No. Nothing is guaranteed. Well, I'm guaranteed if I go to the police academy like dad and that, I'm going to become a cop and follow through. You got hit by a bus tomorrow. Was there a guarantee? No, not at all. Okay, things can change in a heartbeat. And, there's no guarantee. But if you never believe you can do it in the first place, you're not going to do it at all. Okay, a test's coming up. If you're a student right now, this is a hard one. I don't believe I can pass it. No, you're going to really squelch your chances. You may pass, but you're not going to do real well. But you might be really prepared, and it might be your favorite part of studying. You're like, I'm going to ace this thing. And you might get 98%. That's still acing the test, even if you didn't get 100%. But I think your beliefs, I know your beliefs are going to have a lot to do with that. I see it all the time with athletes. Oh, I can't jump that high. I can't get a half-court basket. I can't. Oh, that's for people like Michael Jordan. Why is Michael Jordan any different than you? Let's investigate that, because he is. If you're the kid going, I can't make a half-court shot like Michael Jordan, you're right. You can't, because you've told yourself you can't, number one. Number two, Michael Jordan practiced a particular shot like that, whatever you're looking at, tens of thousands of times. How many times have you done it? Well, I've tried it 3 or 4 times and missed. Okay, well, do you see the difference there? I mean, that's a whole different, not only do you not have the belief system, you're not taking the action to build the belief system. As you take these actions, you'll build a strong belief system. Did you ever go into something and you were terrified, or you didn't think you were going to do real well, but you decided at the last minute, I'm going to give it my all. You went in there and did a hell of a lot better than you thought you were going to do. And on the other side of it, when somebody says, hey, you ready for the next game? You ready for the next, class? You ready? Heck yeah, I got this. I can do this. Where before you were like, I'd be lucky to, survive out there for 2 minutes. Okay. See, these are the things that builds the belief system. But what builds a belief system has got to be the action. Okay, so you got to have the belief to take the action, but you got to take the action to have the belief. This is like a crazy 8, coach. Well, yes, it is. The cool thing is, instead of it being the crazy eight of I can't and don't, and I can't and don't, get the crazy eight of I know I can do this, do, get better, and then and then next time I can, and and that builds up rather than stacking the I can't. See, there's a difference between the I can and I can't stack. Okay, this is epiphany here, baby. I can stacks on top of each other. I can't weighs you down. You stack it on top of you and it weighs you down and crushes you. I can, you grow. Okay, it's like your vertebrae. Okay, as you get older, okay, the gel between your vertebrae, okay, is going to compress if you don't do something to decompress it. Trust me, I'm learning this as I'm going. But that epiphany just came to me that when you stack the I cans, you're building yourself up. You're building a base up. When you're stacking the I can'ts, you're putting the weight on top of you. You're shrinking. You're diminishing. In the other way, you're growing. What a concept. I made myself damn proud with that this morning. Seriously, guys, I know I'm a little offbeat, and I don't get on here and teach, the metrics of this and the outcome of that and the biometrics and I put you to sleep, okay? I know how this stuff works. I know a lot of the science behind what we're doing. But do you want to get on with me in the morning and talk scientific? Or do you want to go, oh my God, I hope you guys didn't hear that burp. Or do you want to go, oh, what he just said makes sense. I can implement this today and use it. And it's simple. Yes, simplification. That's what I'm all about. Chunk it down to simplification and bring it to you in a way that's easy to understand. A little bit fun because I'm a little bit offbeat here and there. And something that you can use today. I heard a story once about a therapist that wanted to, or actually a coach that wanted to take this NLP course. And day one, he learns all this cool stuff. And he's like, and he's in with all these psychologists, being trained for this 4, 5, 6 year degree. And this is part of it. He's like, oh, cool. I can't wait to go use this later. And they're like, listen, you're irresponsible. You have to go through the entire certification program and this, that, and the other before you can use any of the tools. And he's like, what are you, crazy? This is something I can use today that is valuable to somebody, valuable to me, and I can actually help people today with what we learned in class today. But you want me to wait, whatever it was, 16 months or something till the program was over. See, this is what's going on, and this is one of the challenges with modern education, okay, as opposed to self-education or self-directive education. I am not against education. I don't want my brain surgeon, no, thank God I don't have one of those, but I don't want anybody who's going to do any kind of surgery on my body doing it because they watched a YouTube video. However, with the way things are changing so rapidly, I also don't necessarily want the surgeon that was educated back in 1959 how to do a surgery and has not re-educated and updated himself and modernized what he did just because he went to medical school in 1959. Okay, I don't want that technology. Okay? So my thing is when you learn something valuable without being irresponsible, don't go out and practice brain surgery after watching a YouTube video. However, if this morning something I say resonates with you and you go, I get it, go use it. When? Today. Not at the end of the month when we finish this series on BS. And I know that this is going to be a good controversial month with BS as our topic. But I believe that this is something, see, there's my belief system. I believe this is something valuable to you that you can use. Okay? This is something I want to see you guys put to use right now. Look at something that you're facing today and go, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to have a meeting with the boss about pay. Well, maybe I can get another buck an hour if I'm lucky. And I know they're not, really into giving raises right now, but I'll try. Even if he offers me a quarter an hour, it's better than nothing. Well, how about going in with a belief? Of course, you got to have the foundation for this and be valuable. You can't be the lazy slouch on your phone and texting and sitting there looking at your phone waiting for it to ring if you work in an office. You got to be the person who's aggressive and getting stuff done. GSD, baby. And be valuable to your boss. But what if you went in with the belief of, hey, man, I'm worth, an override commission on everything we do here because I'm really working hard. And not only working hard, I'm producing. And I believe I am worth being invited in to be part of the company instead of just, maybe I can get a buck an hour raise. What if that's the difference? And then instead of having the belief of, well, nobody's ever been invited to be a slight partner or something to this company. Why would they want that? Nobody else has ever done that. Oh, my idea is stupid. Nobody's going to believe in this or believe in me enough. Well, why not? You're not going to get it if you don't ask. You still might not get it. And maybe you need to go back to the drawing board and be more valuable. Or you go, okay, I understand that, employees, you don't, make them part owners, and not everybody's going to do that. But you could say, hey, on my off time, 4 or 5 hours a week, I could devise a marketing plan and implement it. And you could pay me on results on that marketing plan. Oh, you get the same thing. You're getting more money, you're getting more involvement, and et cetera. But you could believe that, hey, I have this value I could offer, and truly offer value, not just because you're sitting there and breathing fog in a mirror. And you could, that's an example, but you could do this to where you go, okay, I believe this could work. All right. I believe this year, doubling our auction attendance on our auction side would put the finances at my goals. I believe it's possible. I know it's going to be work. I know I have to plan this out. I know that, but I believe it is possible because I know that the numbers don't lie in this world. To double our attendance is such a grain of sand on a beach of the population of even our state that it's not that much. It could be doable. If we had 100,000 people watching the auction and to go, I need to get it to 200,000 people. No, but 100 people to 200 people in a year is very doable and would change the entire picture of the business. And I believe it is possible. That's the key. My belief system is I can do this. Yes, I'll have to work on it. Okay. And these are the things that, people sometimes forget. They go, let's read the book called The Secret. And they go, oh, I want a good parking space. I want a winning lottery ticket. BS. Because if you're sitting in your living room going, I want a good parking space, well, you haven't even driven to the damn store to go get your parking space. Or if you're going, I want to win the lotto, and you haven't bought a lotto ticket, there's no chance. Okay? Nobody's going to do this. And I tell this as a story, and I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to cut you loose this morning. And I think this one's going to be something that that'll really lighten this one up. I, years ago, talked to a friend of mine who was married to the love of her life since high school or shortly after. And I was like, how'd you guys do this? How did you guys meet? Because we were talking about the book, The Secret, as a matter of fact, and she's very, very spiritual. And she goes like, I can't really do the whole universe thing. I believe in God, and I'm like, okay, cool. When you're reading the book, put the word God in there instead of universe. There is value in this book to show for, putting it out there and knowing what you want. Okay. It's a good book to teach you how to do that. But, I agree with you. Personally, I was like, okay, you're not praying to a star or whatever. And those of y'all who, pray to the universe or whatever, that's okay too. That's your right. I support your right to be different than me. However, I said to her, she goes, I said, let's take your husband for an example. And she's like, well, how so? I said, well, how'd you meet? Oh, well, I prayed for him to come into my life. I've always been very spiritual. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's, I'm not going to argue with you on something like that. I share a similar belief that you pray or you put it out there. Guys, I'm not picking on you if you don't believe the same religion or however you pray or whatever your higher power is. That's not my discussion for you today. My discussion is you put it out there. The way we say it is prayer, okay? And I'm not afraid to say the word prayer, nor should you be afraid to say what you believe either. So, okay, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole this morning, but here's the deal. Okay, she prayed for him. I said, so you said a prayer, you get a knock on the door in the morning. Hello, it's Jesus. Huh? Okay, I'll be right there. That's a name that I'm excited to be at the door. And there's Jesus with this dude wrapped up in a rug, bound and gagged, throws him in your living room, goes, here's your husband. Well, she got a tickled pink giggle out of this one, about as pink as I looked this morning from my niacin. As I caught a glimpse of myself in the studio monitor, I'm like a little red this morning. And she's giggling. She goes, oh, come on, Lou, it didn't happen that way. And I'm like, I know. I said, I believe in the power of prayer. I said, what really happened? She goes, well, I really prayed for a man like him because he's such a good man, but, he's kind of good looking too. And, a relationship and, and all parts of it are fiery and great. And, but his heart is right and he's honest and a great dad. And she's going on. And I said, so where'd you meet him? She goes, well, some friends of mine invited me to go check out this new church and we met there. I said, so you prayed. You ended up in a situation where you met him, you got out and did something, and it was like this epiphany of, oh, I took action. And I said, so what is the truth here is, okay, you had to do your part. I said, but you also knew what you were looking for. You didn't randomly go to some bar and go, oh, there's a dude look good and drunk, maybe he'll want to go home tonight. And she's like, no, I'm not like that. And, it was just this great epiphany, but the epiphany was the thought process of, she believed through her prayer. And oh, we're catching bad sun. Sorry, guys, if we lost focus there a little bit. I don't want to stop the show. But it was the belief system that she was going to find exactly what she was looking for. And she did that on the basis of her faith. Okay, so that's a story for you. What is your basis for believing or not believing that, wow, we could tell it's spring because of the angle of the sun coming in the window and lightening me up here. It's okay, guys. What is your basis for when you believe you can or you can't? Well, I can do this because I've done it before. I can do this because nothing's going to stop me now. Or I can't do this because I'm too young. I'm too old. My name is, or I'm a man, or I'm a woman, or I'm this nationality, or I'm that nationality, and I can't do this because, come on, guys, that's a belief system, not a truth. And there's always somebody that's going to say, yeah, but I was born in the inner city and my mother was a drug addict and my father went to prison and I was in trouble since I've been 10 years old and now I'm 25 and I just got out of prison and you think I have opportunity? Oh, hell yeah. You have got opportunity to go, I'm never going back in that direction. way more than some college kid that's had it easy and had a free ride and then does something really stupid because he thinks mommy or daddy's going to get him out of it. You've already paid a price and you already go, I'm never going back to that. Yeah, I'm speaking to you if you've been in trouble and you don't think you have a future. I'm damn well speaking to you. Okay? And I'm also speaking to the kid that, had it easy and does something stupid because they don't know the ramifications of it. Now they're going to learn a lesson. Okay, if you're facing something and you've done something and you've got to own up to it, or you're coming out of prison and you're going, well, I'm never going to have anything in life. I'm a convicted felon at 25. Yeah, you could have everything in life. Dan Martell went to prison when he was a kid. That's somebody I look up to and respect highly in our circles. Okay, just because the dude went to prison when he was a kid and made stupid mistakes, he wouldn't be who he is today if he hadn't made the mistakes. Now, I'm not saying go to prison and make that, a part of your experience. Most of us would prefer to avoid that. However, my point is, whether you've spent 10 years in prison, this is your first day out, and you're tuned into this guy on Facebook or on Lou.live, and you're going, oh man, I wish I had the opportunity he has or something. You do. Or whether you just graduated college and you've come from the most amazing family and you've had the most amazing life and you've never touched a drop of alcohol or smoked a cigarette or danced or whatever, and you think that is something that you're like, I've never done anything wrong. Well, guess what? We're all going to do the right thing sometimes. We're all going to do something wrong sometimes, but it's what your belief is. That's my whole point today. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life today, and I'd love you to do some shares and interview. If somebody wants to be interviewed that's had an extreme on one end or the other and turned it around, I would love to interview you and help your story reach others. But my whole point is it all comes down to the BS, guys. Are you bullshitting yourself or are you empowering your belief system? Okay? If it doesn't empower you, it's bullshit. If it empowers you, it is an amazing belief system. And I know, excuse a little bit of language, but sometimes we can't snowflake around it's bull poopy. No, sometimes it's bullshit, guys. But really what I'm here to talk to you about is your belief system. I believe in this. So this is the basis for it all. And however you base that belief system, faith, experience, the lack of experience, sometimes I absolutely love it. And I'm going to leave you with this. When some people would say, they're too stupid to know that can't work. I love hearing that. Okay, well, leave them alone. Don't tell them that, because guess what? When they succeed, you're the one with pie on your face. Okay? Don't ever tell somebody they can't succeed. Don't ever shoot somebody's dreams down. Oh my God, and we've all done it. We've all had our dreams shot down, but have you ever had somebody come to you, maybe one of your kids or a family member or a friend or somebody, and go, oh my God, I want to, and you go, oh, come on. And you do it because you don't want to see them get hurt. And you're like, oh, come on, don't do that to yourself. Don't set your expectations that high. You are destroying somebody's dreams. Don't do it. And we've all done it. Don't tell me you haven't. I've done it. And I'm especially aware of this stuff, and it makes me sick to my stomach if I have ever shot somebody's dreams down. If I've ever done it to you and you're watching this morning, I am so sorry, because I know how it feels, and I know even worse how it feels when you said something and you can't pull it back, that dampened and shut somebody's dream down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if it sounds stupid, crazy, this, that, or the other, if you care about the people around you, support their dreams. if they go crashing into the ground with their dreams and have to dust off and get back up, don't say, I told you so. Say, hey, what can you learn from that? Wow. I think it's an impactful start to the month. What do you guys think? I am ready to rock this month. I am truly excited to spend this month talking about BS. We're just going to talk BS all month, guys. You guys live with faith, energy, passion, and I mean always live your dreams. Tune into all my shows at lou.live. And we got some, we're doing some rearranging. So March is going to be cool. Cool. Actually, it's pretty cool out today. Let's get some warm weather, baby. Have an amazing day, guys. With love. Ciao for now. See you on the next roundabout.
Catch Coach Lou live for Breakthrough with Lou. Healthy and Wealthy with Coach Lou. Small Biz Talk with Coach Lou. And Clad Coach Lou After Dark. See all the show schedules at lou.live. As Coach Lou always says, live with faith, energy, passion, and always live your dream. Tune in. Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lou himself. As Coach Lou always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dream.